Hello, 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 everyone. How are y'all doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. What y'all been up to? Alright, let's see if this works here. There we go. And there we go. I think this should be pretty fine. Well, hello, hello, hello. Howdy, howdy, y'all. How are you guys doing today? There we go. Let's get that Koki shout out right there. You have to shout the food, obviously, because you know it's pretty important. How are you guys doing today? I'm going back to the beginning of the song because I just want the sound to envelop me. Heart beats fast, colors and promises. How can I be brave? How can I love when I'm afraid to fall? But watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. Doc, thank you so much for the sub. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Sabine, howdy, and Liz. Always playing Kingdom Hearts 2. Crazy. I'll give you a shout out after the song, Liz. 1,000 years. I'd love you for 1,000 more. Liz, we're gonna be making some tacos today. Time stands still, beauty in all she is. I will be brave. I will not let anything take away what's standing in front of me. Every breath, every hour has come to this. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. Twilight song, yes. Long I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. Chomp bite? Duganite, I hope you understand that one step closer. You know what I mean? It's kind of real like that. Duganite, how are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. What you been up to? Step closer. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. Took out the trash, lubed up my fan stuff, you know. Oh, true. I have to do the trash tonight as well. Hmm. Crazy thought, honestly, because I haven't thought about it for a while, but it is garbage week as well. But should be chill. For now, though, we are going to be setting things up to head over to the kitchen. So hang tight for a second, guys. Get my things together. Not show you guys dildos on the floor because, you know, I'm cool like that. I really enjoy not showing things that are going to cause possible issues with streaming, you know? Show us no balls? I don't have balls. My balls have been disappeared actually. All right, let's make sure this is working. Silly little pause. But I want balls. That's fine. Guys, let me know if I'm gonna be echoing. Let me know because I want it to be echoing. Just let me know when you hear the echo. Okay.
Okay.
Do you
Do
guys
you
hear an
guys hear
echo
an
right
echo right
now?
now?
Please tell me
Please
if you
tell me if
do.
you
If
do.
you
If you
do,
do,
that would be
that would be
amazing.
amazing.
Really well
Really well
appreciated.
appreciated.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yo, Fen99, this is your first time chatting. Welcome, welcome. I'm Volpe. We're here having a chill old time today. Staying wholesome with an S. A risk. Welcome, welcome. How have you been doing today? All right. Let me get this stuff set up. So I will be right back. Hang tight, y'all, and we'll be momentarily ready to go. And there we go. Excellent. This should all be pretty good to go. Chicken Nugget, howdy, howdy, how's it going today? Welcome, welcome. I'm Volpe and we're having a chill old time today. Staying wholesome with an S to risk. Thank you very much for popping by. How are you doing today? right. How is the music? Is everything okay? Are we all hanging in here, enjoying ourselves and stuff? Let me know if there are any complications or anything. Whatever shenanigans come up, you know. Hello, hello. Howdy, howdy. Raven, how have you been doing? There we go. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, it's looking good. Ready for a Mia plate? Let's go. Fuck yeah. Oh my lord. So, right now, we are going to be making some silly little food. So, what do I gotta do? I mean, first things first, I should find myself a pot, because we're going to be cooking this over a long period of time, and we're just going to be doing a little bit of waiting. So we're going to start off by just quickly preheating the oven to about 325 over here. I'm going to put my pot right here. There we go. So what have you guys been up to today? Anything fun, anything interesting, cool, enjoyable, so on and so forth? Something at the bottom of this that I am going to clean out. There we go. Also, Saber, how are you doing, by the way? There we go. Awesome. So, yes, excellent words are crazy. But yeah, Raven, that was your first time chatting. Welcome, welcome. Howdy, howdy. How's it going today? Okay. So, what am I going to need? I'm going to need that. I'm going to need myself some salt. I'll need some pepper. And I'm going to need some cayenne. And paprika. Nothing too serious. I think that's most of what I'm going to need. Yeah. And then also, we are going to go ahead and grab out of the fridge some silly little Fox's best friend chicken. Chicken do be bopping and bopping at all times, to be fair, so you know how it goes. I don't know where my can opener is, though. That's a little bit of a suspicious vibe. But no, it's actually here. It's all good. Also, your voice is soft. Actually, your voice is soft, to be fair, Koki. So, skill issue, get wrecked, get ruined, okay? Literally, you're not even real, honestly, Cookie. If my voice is soft, your face is soft, okay? I'm gonna bite you. Then bite me, bitch, okay? Only threats for this silly little puppy right here, like, what the hell? To be fair, it is like all bark, no bite, you know? On my way, get over here, Koki. I want to give you some food. There we go. So we've got ourselves here some tomatoes that we are going to be putting together into this pot right here. And alongside this, we are going to be cutting open this chicken right here. Because I wasn't able to find good peppers this time of year in the grocery store, we're going to be just making up for everything by just using cayenne and paprika and hoping that things will be fine. In general, I could make this hotter though, which is, quite of a disappointment, No, we'll use this. It's fine, it'll work, it's whatever, it's gonna be cool, okay? So, we're gonna be putting, these should be boneless, right? Yeah, good. So we're gonna be putting our boneless chicken into here. There we go. Alex, food time. What's for dinner? Today we are making ourselves some chicken tacos, so it should be pretty good. Should be pretty tasty, but it's gonna be up to you guys to decide the people who aren't eating it. Yeah, that's crazy. There we go. Is this cooking I see? Unique? It absolutely is. Straight cooking. Absolutely. I love however much cooking gets involved in like this kitchen or something. I don't know, like it's hard to discuss a lot of the cooking I do, but there we go. Should be a good amount of pepper there. It's looking good. And I'm just gonna mix this together and get it ready to put in the oven. Awesome. So important thing when you're like cooking and it asks for like tomatoes and stuff, there's something you want to like consider a lot for your tomatoes. So when you're dealing with different types of canned tomatoes, almost always you're going to be wanting to use whole potatoes and chopping them yourself, or mincing themselves, or whatever type of tomatoes you're looking for. Because what happens is if you're not using whole tomatoes, the only cuts of the tomatoes that they actually use for things like chopped potatoes and stuff, or chopped tomatoes, is just the end part at the end of the tomato itself. So you're actually losing out on a lot of the nutrients that are in the tomatoes if you use anything but whole tomatoes. Which I think is a little bit of a wild situation that you wouldn't really expect had you, been used to simply following recipes your whole life. What are you making? We're going to be making some chicken tacos, but it is going to be an hour that we need to put this in the oven for, so let's see. How's the temperature doing? I think we're good to pop it in. Excellent. Timer is perfect, not gonna lie. And I'm gonna go ahead and quickly set my timer. So I will be right back, guys. Hang tight, everyone, and I'm gonna continue some stuff later in a second. There we go. So, just being able to quickly clean out a bunch of these random thingy-majigers around. What have you guys been up to today? Anything fun? Anything noteworthy? Anything interesting? Because holy crap, I've been just bouncing around the walls, absolutely feral, because I had a job interview earlier today, and everything kind of seemed to have gone really, really well. Nothing, sadly. How so, Sabine? What's been going on? Alright. I'm gonna move my oats elsewhere because I've been eating porridge every morning, and it's just been such a chill vibe regardless of anything happening. Work? Oh, I feel it. I completely understand that vibe. That's completely reasonable. Today was sleep day after not sleeping for a full day. Oh my god. What were you up to when you weren't sleeping and everything? They are food, don't worry. Gecko, keep calling them food. It's part of my belief and understanding, okay? There we go. I made sandwich. That's about the most exciting thing I've done all day. Oh, really? Oh my god. I mean, I guess that's fair, but at the same time, oh my gosh, sandwich. What type of sandwich did you make? You can find noteworthy things out of anything you're doing. What are we making, boys? Right now, we are making some chicken tacos. The vibe of what we've done right now so far is I've gotten some chicken together with some tomatoes and the like inside my pot, and it's cooking at 325 for about an hour or so. So we're kind of just chilling here for a bit while I wait for the chicken to be tender enough for me to peel apart and shred. So, for now, you know, I've got my chocolate milk. It's perfect. The best Valpy? Yeah, no, you're actually the best, Cypress. But yeah, also cool jacket. Why does the fox have mushrooms going through it? Is fox okay? I think so. I mean, they're pretty high on autumn vibes. I think that's kind of vibes. That's kind of respectful, you know. It's nice. I love this Nomad Complex one. I'm finally becoming a Canadian. Lucy, when was that? They invited me to the oath ceremony. Oh my god, Lucy! So that means you just have to like sing the national anthem or something while you put your hand over your heart or some shenanigans. Is that what's coming up? Damn, Lucy out here becoming naturalized, pretty much, yeah. That's kind of based, honestly. When's that happening? Anytime soon or something? Yeah, that's good. Oh, you speak Grox? Oh, no worries. Chloe Catnip, welcome, welcome. Howdy, howdy, how's it going? But yes, I am hype. Honestly, you deserve to be hype. You're actually gaming, to be fair. Mm. Hello, Ian. Howdy, howdy, how's it going today? Can we get a show for Ian King real quick? Not sure what I need to do right now. Mentally, I know exactly what's up, what's going on, all the shenanigans. Physically, who knows? I mean, I've got 2 eggs that are gonna go bad soon, so I might do something with that right now, because, you know, I could just scramble some eggs for fun while I'm just sitting around waiting, you know? Here's my pots. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make some eggs. Because I'm cool like that. I'm allowed to make eggs legally, okay? But yeah, I just woke up from a nap. Oh my god, Ian, how was your nap? Did you have some good fluff dreams or something? Hmm. Yeah, I think I'll be fine. Very happy Lily got bit by the love bug. Oh really, Yoon? Oh my god. Tell me about the one you're infatuated with per se. That hoodie goes hard. Listen, Takaishi, actually it's just I just have the best style ever, you know? Like, what can you do? I'm literally out here winning and being a hero all the while at the same, you know? It's kind of fun, to be fair. Yeah. Alright, let me get a plate out real quick. Ooh, tell you what, there is something I should put into my chicken mixture. I did decide to go ahead and grab a taco flavor packet, so I will quickly add that into my mixture, my gloop in here. It's raining where I am? Oh, really? I don't think it's raining here. It might be, it might not be. I'd have to like open that window to check. There we go. Me forgetting that the pot lid is actually hot? Like, what the hell's wrong with me? I'm glad I'm a human being and I actually, like, don't remember things. I'm kind of Fox-like in that respect, you know? Being completely dumb for no reason, but at the same time, you know, I've got, like, that smartness in terms of wisdom, you know? That, like, physical intelligence. Nothing too fancy, but, you know, it works. There we go. Only be raining highly energized protons in Ontario as there's a little bit of solar storm inbound if you're gawking at auroras. Oh, I'm not far enough north to see that kind of shit. And there we go. Just some quick scrambled eggs, nothing too serious. I don't know. I feel like eating something, and I think this is probably a good vibe for what to eat now. That'll be fine, though. Yeah, Armageddons, how are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. What you been up to? There we go. Excellent. That's pretty good. To be fair. Hi, Wolfie. Yo, Bone Crusher. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. How have you been? Just gonna stick some ketchup on my eggs. That should be good. I'll be gone tonight. The usual fun. Actually got a bunch of parts in. Oh, gotcha. Something to do other than recertify on ITAR, EAR. Which ones are those? Wait. Or some nonsense security theater stuff? Let's go. Not having to like be really dumb and just like, oh yeah. I can't even think about what I was trying to say there. To be fair. Normal Fox, very huggable. Firestreak, hello, howdy. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. What you been up to? It'd be real, like. That camera angle is not very helpful there. Gotta gain a little bit, you know? Oh? What's up, Bone Crusher? How are you? Watching a guy called Roku Hoku. He gave me a one sub hit. Oh, really? Excellent. Hell yeah. But yeah, don't spam chat. Thank you, Gecko. I really appreciate that. I was a bit surprised to come back to see that. Yo, Raph, howdy, howdy. How's it going today? Silver, what you been doing? So, you got any PCD out here? Fire Streak, bro? Fire, sorry. Emily was so dumb, to be fair. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just finishing up my egg stuff here. Nothing too fancy. Again, I'm saying a lot of nothing to something something, simply because I'm still on interview brain right now, and it literally ruins me every single time I get into that mindset, you know? It's not something I notice until a few days afterwards when I stop speaking the way I've been speaking for a few days. And then all of a sudden it's just, oh yeah, I'm a real person, okay? I'm not some corporate bitch or something. You know what I mean? I'm gonna hug you tonight. It's so good with chopsticks. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Gotta go now. Bye. Stay safe, Bone Crusher. Was the interview good? Well, okay, so what they said there is at the end, they said they'll reach out to me with any further steps if needed. But then later on, at the actual end of the interviews, they said there's only one step left. And I feel like them telling me that there's only one step left means I probably passed this interview, but we'll see, honestly. I can't be sure, but it's like it's probably likely, honestly. Yeah. You say my name? Sorry, I've been having hard hearing over the music. Oh, is my music playing too loud? Sorry. Yeah, I'll go lower that. But nah, I'm just saying words. Yo, Yoshinaga, howdy, how's it going? It's kind of chill vibes right now, honestly. I'm not really like too against everything going on. My hair does look awful though, to be fair. Yeah. No clips. 8 hours of semi suffering. Oh no. Not the sleep stream of 4 years ago. It happens, Yoshinaga. Yo, Yoshinaga, how are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Hey guys, I literally just walked into my room to try and find something, and I literally forgot what I was trying to grab when I came in here. It's my brush, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's probably a bit better, honestly. Yeah, the mind wipe thing is always fun. Yeah, holy crap. I'll leave you lurk while I go to the toilet, finish reading my novel. Hope your stream goes well. Yeah, you enjoy yourself. Did you raid in? Oh, you raid in with a party of five. Oh my god, yes. Thank you so much for the raid. I'm so sorry I missed that. It was a raid. It was really fast on the shout out, so I apologize. But welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid in. To all the people joining in, welcome, welcome. I'm Volpe, and we're here having a chill old time today. Staying wholesome with an S to risk. Thank you very much for popping by. How are y'all doing today? Yeah. I'm just like so gobsmacked at like the existence of doing cooking streams. That's like wow. I'm an artist that's sneaking in. Hell yes. What novel are you reading, by the way? If you don't mind my asking. Gotta edit out your old clips, or hilarity may result. Okay. Well, that's kind of felt. That's pretty reasonable. Yeah. Somehow, I'm looking at my like camera here, and somehow me having brushed my hair makes me look more fit for some reason. There's something about having really bad hairstyle that just like makes you look absolutely disgusting. Like, what is up with that, to be fair? That's so real, though. You don't need to edit out your old clips. It's funny when they come up because it's so silly, you know? Mm. Oh yeah. You look less like the lead singer of AFI 20 to 30 years ago, and more like someone in their 20s now. You know, that's fair. That's pretty fair. But like, oh my god, it just feels weird, you know? Absolutely awfully cringe. Yeah. What's my phone charge at right now? We're at 60%. I'm just gonna like grab this and just like I don't know why I did this, but like, you know, yeah. Let's go hang out with the garbage back here, you know? Easy game, easy life. I didn't think this through because I do not have my iPad with me, so I can't check my chat. But like, I'm gonna go back inside in a second. I just need to like stand up and, you know, walk around, wander, do something to stretch my legs as food's cooking, you know? We've been grabbed trash. Is that Racky Can? Yeah, absolutely. There we go. Just a nice, chill, relaxing, nothing's going on. Probably just go do something on my computer for now while we wait, honestly. Because there's not really much to do here. Can we go in the fridge? You want to go in the fridge? Okay. Fine. Fine. Just because you want to go in the fridge, alright. You're going in the fridge. Have fun in the fridge, okay? You guys enjoy yourselves. Hello, howdy. How was your fridge time? Did you guys enjoy yourselves in there? Was that enjoyable, per se? And when I say per se, I'm absolutely and positively quoting the vampires from South Park. Yeah, don't worry. This is normal Seattle brightness and heat. Shit, real? Oh my god. Yeah, this kitchen's so cute. It's kind of nice. The downside to it is there's not much like actual counter space for doing prep work. So I run out of a lot of space a lot of the time, very frequently. It's a little bit of a skill issue. But yeah, Zero, I saw you send me a message as soon as I went live. Zero, what were you saying? I missed the message. There we go. Well, is that an electric stove? It is. Do you not have an electric stove? Electric stove? Do you have a gas powered stove or something? Nope. Gas powered stove. Gas stoves are cool. Gas stoves are really cool. They work really well as well. My mom's got one actually, which is kind of cool. But the way they function just kind of be weird sometimes, you know? There we go. We'll let that go for a little bit until my timer's up. So let me try and find my headset here. There we go. That's well, howdy. How's it going today? Welcome, welcome. How you been doing? Oh, I guess I should go get my fucking. I have... Absolutely amazing queen, yeah. So now the normal batch ratio of consulates of food about 80-20. Is that wait? What's a typical ratio that's not like a bachelor ratio that we're like talking about here? Like what are we trying to look about this? You know, I've got a lot of food in my fridge, and just the door of condiments. I'd say it's probably closer to like a 60-40 vibe. Not very very young bachelor. Y'all calling me a bachelor or some shit? Like what's going on here? How do you make IRL stickers? Do you know? Like how do you print stickers? I mean, there's a lot of services to do it. The important thing is like, you know, figuring out someone who will get what you need when you need it. There's a few different furries that do it. Oh, you want to make paw stickers for your room? Yeah, yeah, fair. So if you have the sticker itself or like the file or a picture, you can get those printed. So there's a few different people who are furries who run their own businesses for that. One good option that may be a bit more on the middle expense side. If I pull this up here, Foxworth, you are a bad boy. Oh my god. Hi, Foxworth. How are you? What the? Hi, Foxworth. How have you been doing? You can use something like Sticker U. This is someone or something I used a while back. I think this one's Canadian though. No, it's not Canadian. Good. Okay, perfect. Excellent. And if you're just trying to like get a custom sticker or something, all you need to do is just go to die cut stickers, find whatever like sticker amount you're looking for, and upload your image and everything. Use Vograce best for mass producing stickers to sell. Yeah, I use Vograce when I'm dealing with like actually like preparing stickers for selling. Yeah. To be fair, like Vograce has been a big contributor for my progression to selling whatever artwork and things I've got, you know. This room's so gonna be so slay. Hell yeah. Fuck yes. The important thing here, by the way, this is a currently 2-inch by 2-inch size. So these are very large stickers. If you want to lower down the size, you'll lower down your price as well. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'd say like 1-inch by 1-inch, 1.25 by 1.25 kind of vibe is probably where you're looking. 2-inch by 2-inch is kind of reasonable as well if you're like looking for something that's going to be a little bit bigger, but it really depends on what your use case is for stickers as well. Yeah. Just got back from LVFC today. I've been sleeping all day. Oh, I forgot you were LVFC. Oh my god. I have been so I went out with my friend Shark yesterday actually, and they had just got back from LVFC, and we managed to like go through and talk about all of the silly, fun little things. And oh, pay attention to the size, make sure the image resolution is large enough or it'll be blurry. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's kind of normal to be fair. Um, and if you need to increase the size of your file, I believe you should be using not bicubic. I think bilinear uh interpolation when you're increasing your size. I think that's the one that keeps sharpness, right? I might be wrong, but I think it's bilinear. Mhm. Yeah, okay, okay, you're good. Stream's gonna be so slay. Zero, you're gonna do this. But yeah, Foxworth, did you have a good time? Did you did you mess around with any boys or something? How much partying did you do in the like party vlog? How much gambling did you do? They have worn partial while drunk, blowing someone by the pool, and being accosted by a hooker in a plaza place while playing full fursuit. So you were blowing someone by the pool while wearing a partial? Oh my god. Foxworth, you gotta show me your technique sometime. Just like I just need to observe you performing actions in a soft core sense, you know? Damn. Did you have a good time though, Foxworth? Did you have a fursuit or were you wearing someone else's? Sounds like Vegas on a slow day. Oh my god. Something I did learn, if I am going to be doing cons next year, I don't know like what the US political climate is going to be at some point, but if I am going to be buying tickets for flights, I did learn about how cheap Air Canada goes on Black Friday. And holy fuck, what the fuck is this? Me being able to fly from, I don't know, say Toronto to Atlanta or something for like 300 Canadian round trip. Like, what the? That's crazy. That's insane. Me and my first seat maker got really drunk with us and he insisted I wear his stuff. Oh my god, let's go. Damn. Foxworth out here lulling the first seat makers into some sort of like sense of safety. Hmm. Most people flying third world airlines tend to ship most of their cargo by FedEx, so their luggage doesn't end up in Tahiti while ending up in Akron, Ohio. Who's flying to Akron, Ohio, dude? Like, what the hell is that? Me and two of my friends gotta wear fursuits to a pizza place down the road. We wore collectively 20 grand worth of stuff. Oh my god, that's so fun. That's so vibes. Da, 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 dum. Da 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 dum. Da 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 dum da da. Oh, by the way, Zero, are you here? Sorry, there's something that you might be very interested in if you're still around. You know Garflin, don't you? I know of them, but I don't know them. I think we've talked once, possibly, or twice, maybe. 3 times unlikely. It's worst place at Akron, like the Dayton Wright Patterson. Dayton Wright Patterson. Where's that? Wait. To be fair, like I do fly like a lot of like larger international airports and such, so there haven't been a lot of experiences with him. Made out with him and more. Oh my god. That sounds so fun. Wow, Foxworth. Was it enjoyable? Did they do well? Did they perform well or something? Dude. Foxworth, I'm gonna talk with you privately because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna like complain to you about certain things existing. Garfield definitely knows what's up. Okay, base, that's real. I'm gonna complain to you about dumb things in life, and you'll probably appreciate listening to that, you know? AFB, no reason for normal people to go there, just sleazy people working on military proof of concept gizmos unofficially. The fuck is the fuck? What is Ohio? What the fuck is Ohio? Why does Ohio even exist, to be fair? Like, here, 1 second. Let me message my friend in Ohio. Um 1 second. All right, cool. Sorry, I just ask. That'd be a question. It's a question most Americans don't know. What the fuck? F-117 night, bro. What is this? Ohio is Ohio, but like, what is this place? You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, Michigan's fair. You got your Detroit. You head up north. You got your like whatever like northern like edge of Detroit. That's cool. Everything's vibes. You got upstate New York here. You got your Rochester, you got your Syracuse and Albany and upstate, and then you head downwards to like New York. That's cool. That works. That makes sense. You have Pennsylvania heading from Pittsburgh all the way to Philadelphia. That's fine. That's real. You know what I mean? Boston's real. That makes sense. Like Massachusetts makes sense. I mean, Rhode Island may be super small, but it makes sense. It's understandable. It's real. It's a real place. All right. Connecticut, same. You head down like the coast. Oh, yeah, Maryland, Baltimore. Got it. That's understandable. Maybe head west towards West Virginia. I mean, it's a bit of a wider zone, obviously, but the space that it takes up makes sense because the state itself has an identity of, oh, some rolling hills. It has the vibe of like lots of forests. That's cool. Ohio, what the fuck is Ohio? Like, you have all the different C names of cities. Like, you have Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati. Where's one more C name, and I can't even remember what it was. There's like one more smaller city, possibly Canton, but I can't remember. When I become VIP, I don't know. Probably when some nerd gave you VIP. Down here, Georgia. Georgia makes sense. Georgia's fair. You know, you go to Atlanta to Augusta. It's not bad. You get to South Carolina. It's perfect. It's beautiful. The United States makes sense. Okay. Florida, it's massive. There's a lot of space. You can't really use much of the space, but there's a lot of space. By the way, Key West, is there like a road that goes that way? Is this a road? Seven-Mile Bridge. I want to drive that. Sorry, okay, see, he won't, yeah. The Ohio Hills transferring to Appalachia is really nice, though. Yeah, but also, like, if I head up north here to, per se, going over and getting into the Appalachians next to Syracuse, all the way passing over past Athens, wherever that is. But yeah, as you like enter the Appalachian region here, and then all of a sudden, like it just like gets massive hills as you pass past the turnpike into Massachusetts. That's cool. That's awesome. But fuck Florida. Yeah, fuck Florida, but still, like, Florida seems cool. Okay, 1 second. Let me just make sure I'm safe to... Okay. I was being careful to make sure that it didn't show where I was when I was scrolling. But yeah. Others, like, states and stuff, I guess they're, like, a bit weirder. You know, I don't care about Idaho. Idaho's so weird. Boise's cool. Everywhere else is fucking cringe. I don't know. Nevada, you have Las Vegas, Reno. Like, that's just how it works. Everything else is a desert, right? Like, what is it like being in the desert in Nevada? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't really go places where there's deserts. You know what I mean? Take me to the Alps. All right, okay, so let's go to the Alps. Nevada's nice, honestly. Really? Gotta, like, I want to taste different places, you know? See what they are like. A lot of people don't know we have mountains in Massachusetts. Really? Isn't that like a main selling point of the existence of Massachusetts? It's super dry, you're thirsty all the time, and your nose is always dry. It's kind of reasonable. I mean, it's really wet here, and I feel like I'm swimming through the air at all times. And I'm literally living up here in the north where it's cold. It's like, bruh, what the fuck? Um, I think like the Washington to Oregon area is really cool. I don't know much about the mountain region in there, but I mean, seemingly it's probably nice. California, it's big, but thinking about it in a larger sense, I think California is really boring. I don't know, like it's definitely very people oriented, but everything just feels so samey in every single city. And it just feels like, oh yeah, you know, the only thing you'll ever talk about with other people is literally how rich you are compared to someone else and how rich your friends are or some shit like that. Cause that's all I hear from people is like how rich others are and how much of a gym bro you are, you know? That might just be the circles of people I know, but it's just California's boring. Like Lake Tahoe's pretty as fuck. Oh yeah? Fuck yeah. Seeing someone sometime towards the end of the year? Fucking hell, Sabine, you got this. It's gonna be easy. Yeah. Arizona's okay. I mean, the fact that Phoenix and Tucson are the only places I actually know in Arizona is probably problematic for me. But everything else seems fine. New Mexico, yo, Breaking Bad, let's go. Sorry. And then, I don't know, Texas is just like, you never hear about the boonies in Texas. You only ever hear about like Dallas, Austin, Houston, Fort Worth, you know, San Antonio. I mean, potentially, what's the city that's down here? Corpus Christi. But like, I don't know. Like, I don't hear much about this place. Florida Beach is just better for real. Well, Hisoku. Let me tell you, okay. You ever see any beaches along Lake Superior or something? That shit slaps. All right. They're just like super low key in the middle of like just a whole bunch of like trees and everything, and you just have like a beach just chilling alongside the road that you can just like stop at on the Trans Canada. Like everything is just vibes. Like I think Canada beaches are really vibes based beaches, and that's enjoyable to me. I love Perry Sound. Perry Sound is a very small town, but I feel like that would be the small town vibe that I'd really appreciate living in. But the Alamo, what the fuck is the Alamo? Let's like remember the Alamo. What the fuck is the Alamo? The fuck? Is Texas the Alamo? It's in San Antonio? Where am I supposed to look here to find the Alamo? He was just SeaWorld there? Gross. That's fucking disgusting. Sorry. It's right there? What? I'm looking. I don't see how. What? Where on my screen am I looking? Almost in San Antonio is nothing much to the outside. Ozzy Osbourne's got drunk and peed on some old rundown building that looks like home in England. It was the Alamo. He almost got tarred and feathered. What? It's right there. Am I blind? Like I'm looking at the center here. King William, Hemisphere, San Antonio Museum of Art. Okay. San Antonio Zoo, Alamo Quarry. Oh, something here. True North? The fuck? Roosevelt Park? No. The Alamo. Oh. Try south left. Okay, Foxworth is fucking with me. The fuck is the Alamo? The fuck is the Alamo anyways? Like what the hell is the Alamo? And why are they called mission? Oh, it's Spanish. Oh, Spanish missions. Oh. Remember the Alamo, but Nate, what is the Alamo, bro? Like what am I remembering? Why am I remembering this? Pivotal in the Texas Revolution in which American folk heroes James Bowie and Davy Crockett were killed. Wait, I know those names. It's a museum in Alamo Park and part of San Antonio Mission's World Heritage Site. But why are we remembering it? Is it because it's part of like the Texas Revolution? Spanish attacked the Alamo during the Spanish-American War. Who forgets the Spanish Inquisition? Bro, where's it? Where can I find the Spanish-American War? When it was the Spanish-American War, anyways? Is it this one in the Texas Revolution? No, that surely is that the that's not the American or Mexican War, right? Or the Spanish American War. Was it the Spanish American War? I don't know. They killed a lot of people. Battle of the Alamo. How many people died? 600 people killed. Okay. My brain remembers history. I don't know. Mexican American War. There we are. Okay. So it wasn't technically the Mexican American War, but it was nearby. It was a precursor. Modern version of the Battle from Thermopylae or the 300. Oh, gotcha. It's back in the 1840s or something. Okay, well, I don't know, like that's crazy, bro. This is insane, Like what the hell is this? You know, like I don't know, like this shit's crazy right here, Like this right here. Wow, yo, I can tell you so much about Confederation, bro. All right. You have no idea. No. Dude, bro. Wait, let me see if I can find the thing with the words. Charlottetown, Quebec, yeah. London Conference, yeah. It's a vibe, honestly. Everything's just a vibe. Canada's a vibe. We love Canada. The 150th anniversary of Canada, that was what, 2017? What happened here? Wow, that's crazy. Welcome to History of Volpe, sponsored by PBS. Takaishi, we're not sponsored by PBS because PBS has no money anymore. Sorry, that was when David Bowie drove a Ford Mustang through a field before wrapping around a tree and blessing the Alamo. Exactly. Oh my god, Foxworth, that's so real. Well, I have one question for you. What's the question? Here, can I search up a Canada history test? Like, remember, I do not. What the fuck is the Alamo? Canada history test. Quiz. Come on. Come on. Do I know about Canadian history? Let's go medium 10 questions. All right. Let's go. Let's go, okay? The International Prize was awarded to Lester Pearson in 1957. This was the Nobel Peace Prize for bringing peace to, oh god, my phone just like is crazy. The things during the Suez Canal crisis or whatever. Right? As Suez Canal crisis. I even looked at this previously. That's crazy to see. This happened in 1956 and 1957. He got the Peace Prize for doing that. Oops, sorry, DM default. One second, guys. Are there any dicks here? That's crazy. That's fucked up. I'm happy there wasn't sound. I'm really happy there wasn't sound. I shouldn't. That's crazy, but that's really hot, honestly. First, I'm getting every question wrong. Okay, Giganite, that's crazy. Nothing can end hunger in Ohio. Why is Jacob watching and talking about Ohio? I hate Ohio. Shut up. All right, name the British general who died along with Montcalm in the battle for Canada in 1759. This was, I think, James Wolfe, right? Yeah. Bro, why do I know the shit? Why do I know that? Or the 4 provinces created by the British North America Act. That was Nova Scotia's one, Ontario's one, Quebec's one. I think it's New Brunswick. Because it's definitely not Manitoba. We didn't go that far west yet. Manitoba was later on, about 10 years after. And Newfoundland was still Scottish-like. I think it's this one. Yeah. When did the British Empire become the British Commonwealth? 1919, probably. I don't fucking know. I don't really care much about the British Empire. I'm part of the British Commonwealth, I guess, but like, yeah, that's a British question. Bro, fuck off. Since 1870, armed forces have been used to maintain public order in Canada under the Act to aid civil power. I think we've had to. Because this is after, when was the Red River Rebellion? Yeah, 1870. So it should have been 0 times after this. 140? Bro, that's crazy. I didn't even realize that. Oh no, it's the test? Yeah, don't worry, it's fine. United Empire Loyalists. These are not the Acadian people. The Acadian people are French people. Actually, the Acadians are the reason why New Orleans is French, by the way. Just for anyone's like reference here. Indigenous people that were loyal to the French. People who left the 13 colonies after the American Revolution. I think this is the one. Still loyal to the crown. There it is. Dragon Toys. Oh, whoa, hello. It's your first time chatting. I'm Volpy over here having a chill old time today, staying wholesome with an ass to risk. Thank you so much for popping by. How are you doing today? After the First World War, the white feather was a symbol of bravery. No, it was cowardice. Ooh, skill issue. Name of the German spy who helped during the Diefenbacher government was... Oh, God. It's Guzenko, right? No, it's Goethe Minsinger. And quick drastic changes that occurred in the 1960s are also known as... I can't remember if it's the Quiet Revolution or the Francophone Revolution. They're quiet, yeah. Awesome, you are. And I really appreciate your toys, to be fair. You know, I also have a lot of Bad Dragon toys, yeah. Hi, Volpe. Hi, Knight. How are you? Oh my god, Knight, I'm actually a professional. The man born at Brunswick Place, Scotland, 1815, Sir John Alexander MacDonald. I already knew that one. All right, guys. Sorry, I'm just built like that, you know. 60% is not bad. All right. American history quiz. All right, guys. Which one should I do? Like PBS right here? No, that seems like way too like basic. No, give me your syrup. You're cut off? What? Excuse me? All American history, all right? Which state seceded from Virginia in 1863? West Virginia. Oh, there's a timer? Gross. Only American to die during the yellow fever experiments. Lillian Walt. Hi, Fox Girl. Hi, Akoya. How are you doing today? Welcome. How have you been doing? Texas. Okay. First African American woman to be elected to U.S. Congress. I don't know American history. Is this like Carrie Meek? Shirley Chris. In 1987, the Stars and Stripes Forever was designed as the official march in the United States. Who composed it? Okay, this is not the type of history I'm looking at. I want a better history. Maybe PBS is actually better. The first 4th of July celebration to use fireworks? Maybe it's not. Maybe this isn't good. Fucking 1800 or some shit? 1777? That's fine. How many signatures are on the Declaration of Independence? Like 13 or some shit? 56, bro? Why are there so many signatures on the, the Declaration of Independence? What year did the Star Spangled Banner become the national anthem? Fucking 1931. Base, I got it. What president held the first White House 4th of July celebration? Is it George Washington? That's Thomas Jefferson? Yeah, okay, that's fair. In 1801. What states had the admittance to the Union was solidified after a 50th star on the American flag? That one was Alaska, right? Because Hawaii wasn't a star. It's in 1960, so it's not Alaska, it's Hawaii. Yeah, okay. There's Alaska being like the 18 like 60s or something, right? Like when did Alaska become part of the US? Yeah, 1867. Okay. Well, at least I know that, okay? Who's the oldest signer? Fucking John Hancock. No, Benjamin Franklin was old, okay. What food's eaten most on the 4th of July? I don't fucking know. Corn on the cob? Oh, hot dogs. Okay, that's fair. You know what I mean? 50... Foxer, that's so crazy. You know, if you become the 52nd star, I want to be the 53rd star, okay? Who's the first president born as an American citizen? John Adams. Martin Van Buren. Who the fuck is that? How many times does the Liberty Bell get symbolically tapped every Independence Day? 50 times. Where's the Declaration of Independence on display? National Archives. Yeah, okay. What type of bird did Benjamin... I know that one because of National Treasure, okay? What type of bird did Benjamin Franklin want as the national symbol? Probably a penguin, right? No, it's a turkey, okay. The first president to serve under the 50-star flag. So this would be after 1960. 1960, that's Cold War era. That's like Kennedy, right? Because like Roosevelt's in the 50s, right? Eisenhower's also like really early. It's like somewhere 40s, 50s. Carter, I don't think so. I think it's Kennedy. Eisenhower, bro? Dude, that's crazy. I always thought that Eisenhower was earlier, but maybe I'm just bad. Try again later. Yeah, I got a 3 out of 12. I'm kind of built different, to be fair. I'm built better. All right, give me another country for a history test. Come on, someone give me that shit. The biggest size you got for your toys? Myself, I think I've got a medium. That's as large as I really want to go because I want to be able to use my toys and I can't really do it. Iceland, okay. Iceland history quiz. All right, let's see this. Icelandic history trivia quiz. History of Iceland. Which one am I doing, Foxworth? Stand extra large, don't ask. I mean, to be fair, like my medium is a oh god, what's it called? I've actually completely gone. But when you compare it to, imagine having bro, like get yourself toys you can eat. But Alex, how beautiful. Thank you. Hi Alex, how are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, Foxworth, what? By the way, this number doesn't matter too much. We can let the meet go a bit longer. It's not gonna be too problematic. The top one? All right. Fun trivia. All right. Iceland was settled much later than the rest of Europe. Wait, timeline of Icelandic events or history of Reykjavik? Uh, Icelandic history, history of Iceland, and all Iceland. Okay, which one am I doing? Which one am I doing here? Chosen veg time entertainment. Let's go. If I'm dropping by to say hello before I veg, well, have a good veg. Enjoy yourself. Ice World? What's that? The fuck is Ice World? Does it get from BD again extra large or large? Or it don't hit right? That's kind of real, Takaishi, honestly. All right, Foxworth, which one am I doing here? I need to know Is Iceland its own thing? Are they owned by someone? I think Iceland's its own thing, right? Yeah, I think Iceland's its own thing, yeah. All right, let's do go check out the trivia one after this, but check the Icelandic history multiple choice. This one right here. All right. Iceland's a volcanic island that was uninhabited until the 9th century AD. Iceland was finally colonized by explorers from which group of people? Um oh, perfect. Uh One would be owned though. That's so true. Oh my god, that's so I'm sitting here looking at this and thinking, okay, well, Anglo-Saxons didn't really spend a lot of time voyaging apart from traversing from Normandy across over to those are the Normans, sorry. They went from the east from like the Germanic areas to England. I don't think they continued past, so I'd probably say it's the Norse, I'd assume. Probably, right? First known permanent settler in Iceland was Ingolfur Norse. Okay, that's definitely Norse. Which Hardarson, which city still inhabited did he found? Um, I'm literally gonna fuck up all these names, bro. Do I have to read these names out loud? Because I know it's the furthest east one. It's probably this one right here. But like, do I have to like? Okay, Hafnarfjordur, um, Elfdanes, Elfanes. No, I don't know how to say that. Blondus and Reykjavik. Yeah. So it'd be Elf tennis. Elf tennis? I don't know. I know how the inflection should go with that accent on the A, but I cannot for life of me. But it would be the Hafnarfjordur. Fjordur. Yeah. Capital of Iceland, let's go. Is it really the capital? That was Reykjavik is the capital though, right? No, Reykjavik isn't. Reykjavik's where the like main airport though is, right? I'm so dumb. I'm literally gone Foxworth, honestly. In 930 AD, the ruling chieftains of the settlers in Iceland formed a representative assembly called the what the fuck is this character? How do I pronounce this? Okay. Althingi Althingi? Althingi? Love you anyways, Wolfie. Oh, thank you, Foxworth. I appreciate it. That's the name of the state that this assembly subsequently established. I'd have to assume it's probably the Icelandic Federation, but the Principality of Iceland also could be vibe. Principality of Iceland. The original settlers in Iceland were polytheists, that is, they worship many gods. However, in what year did Christianity become Iceland's official religion? 1094. In 1262, I know that's probably something after the year 1050 because that's when Christianity just kind of exploded everywhere, all over everyone, you know. Um, in 1262 AD, Iceland's status as a free nation ended when the ruling council, the Althingi, is Althingi, I don't know, signed a document accepting the King of Norway as Iceland's ruler. Who was the King of Norway at the time the document was signed? All these names sound really like Icelandic. So I'm gonna go with Christian seventh instead, or the 12th instead, all right? I think that one's probably reasonable. God, it could be like Olaf the 27th. What the fuck? Oh my god, I'm impressed. Oh my god, you're impressed. Thank you. I'm trying my hardest. All right, Foxworth. Iceland remained under the rule of Norway until. I mean, to be fair though, Foxworth, like, oh, there are a lot of characters that I don't understand, but I do understand a lot of like Nordic representations of sounds simply because I did dabble with Norwegian for probably like a year and a half or so before I kind of stopped because I realized, there's not really any good angles of me, working anywhere in Europe after Brexit. And it's like, yeah, whatever, it's fine. Uh, Iceland remained under rule of Norway until 1380 when the Norwegian king. Oh, Norway was Iceland's. Okay, that's not gonna be Christian the 12th. It's gonna be Hakon the 4th. Sorry, or could be Christian the 12th. Bro, I'm so bad. But yeah, the Norwegian kingdom, including Iceland, then fell under the rule of Denmark afterwards. What were the effects of the event on Ireland? Um, I'm gonna have to guess that when they fall under the rule of Denmark, they're gonna be taxed a lot more because that's a big thing that happens when Denmark is your surrogate of Denmark. So I'm gonna guess that there's a deficit in the trading economy. Um, Probably very large bulk of like imports from mainland, but a very little amount of selling things like fish and the like outwards. So I'm guessing it's probably 1 or 3. The much harsher rule over Iceland, the Icelandic people probably would not accept a harsher rule without having a civil war. But I don't know how much they appreciated Norway versus Denmark. So I'm just gonna go with the deficit in the trading economy. Although if there was a bloody civil war and I'm not sure, then that's just life, 1783 AD, fluorine poisoning resulting from a massive volcanic eruption wiped out over half of Iceland's livestock and led to famine and death of over 25%. What was the name of the volcano that did so much damage? Oh, was it Stroker? Lucky Hero Obreo? No. Oroeo? Oh, I can't say the word. Like, that O is like, dude. Because, like, yes, listen. It's like, yes, listen. It's kind of crazy. I don't know. I'm reading these names down here. It's like, oh, like, what's this? Like, how do I pronounce this letter here? The Circus, what they call me? The Herthubreith? What, Herthubreith? Is that it? And Olaf Tulpen. It's probably lucky, honestly. Movement started in the 19th century AD to break from Danish rule to make Iceland an independent nation once again. Who's the leader? Herthubreith. Herthubreith. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I just need to like know what these like letters sound like, to be fair. So that would be Sigurdsson. So Join Sigurdsson? Is this Join Sigurdsson? I'm actually messing up because I'm fucking around. Victor Jensen, Egert Olafsson, and Gisser Gislifsen. Fuck, who the fuck could have possibly been that? How do I know this? You're picking suspiciously right answers. I mean, I know this one because in 1783, there was a massive volcanic eruption. And the important thing to note here, Foxworth, is 1783, the world temperatures also decreased because of a massive volcanic eruption. They feel weird in my mouth. They feel really cool in my mouth. I like the sound that they sound like. But I remember that the answer to this is something that's right. Go with the most unpronounceable name for Iceland. That's how you know they're real. No, they're pronounceable. It's reasonable. They sound cool, okay? But because I've gone through a lot of history towards pre-industrial revolution kind of vibes, I know what happened, and I do remember that Iceland is the reason why the world temperature decreased at the time. And I remember that there was a pronounceable volcano, and it's definitely lucky it's not Stroker because I would remember that. This one right here, who's the leader of this movement? Victor Jensen? I don't know. I mean, if somebody's leading a movement, they're probably gonna have the most Icelandic name that possible. But someone who like seems like a reasonable, like Yoin, this guy seems like a stand-up guy, you know? This seems like a guy that you'd want to like, you know, have a beer with or something. And I think that is probably the person we're looking for. Second World War began. Iceland was under Danish rule. However, Denmark was occupied by German troops. Iceland declared this is much fucking hell, bro. Iceland declared itself a republic and free from the Danish crown. What side did the newly created Republic of Iceland take in the war? I'm assuming the Iceland was allied with the Allied powers, or was neutral. The thing is that I'm assuming neutral is very likely because they wouldn't want to fight against the people fighting against the Danes, because like, you know, it's a very murky, like people like kind of hate Denmark in general. But yeah, you're gonna love your results. Oh god. And since 1944, the Republic of Ireland's head of state has been the President of Ireland, who's been elected in 4-year terms. What is this so unusual about the Icelandic presidential election of 1980? One of the candidates was convicted of murder just before the election. I like this one, but okay. 3 separate attempts to assassinate a candidate. The world's first female president was elected. I mean, I'd assume that Iceland's the people who would like elect the first female president, so I'm gonna do that. So it was Reykjavik, okay. Norse makes sense though. It was the Commonwealth. Interesting. Because it feels weird talking about things being a Commonwealth. 1000 AD, that's fair. I guess, I mean, the explosion of Christianity was like somewhere in the 1050s, so I guess it hit Iceland a bit earlier, you know? Hakon the Fourth, yeah, it's fair. Deficit in Iceland's trade economy, that makes sense. Lucky, yep. Iceland has 60 people. That's crazy. Yoing, Sigurdsson was the kind of guy. I really like that. I like that. None. Iceland was neutral. Yep, that makes sense. And wrote first president, female president. I scored the same score for Iceland as I did with Canada. Iceland always supposed to be the oldest democracy in Europe. Oh, for real? Oh shit. It's kind of wild, to be fair. All right, let me head over to the kitchen. I'll be right back. There we go. I think everything should be pretty fine, probably. Make sure all of this is going. Excellent. But yeah, it was delicious if it means anything. That's crazy. I'm reading messages from like half an hour ago. That's actually so wild. Alright, let me just move my brush out of the kitchen. Ooh. Yeah, this will be fun. Grab some forks to work with, and we'll lift the lid off of this. Well, that's a good sign, at least, despite making a mess. Trying to get these chicken thighs out is so crazy. I just need to shred the chicken. Come on. Please, allow me to shred you, chicken. Alright. Awesome. So I'm going to turn up the heat here, reposition that, grab this, and just quickly do a wipe down next to the pot, or pan, or whatever, I don't know. A lot of the volcano groups that follow the news, the Reykjavik Grapevine, some years after when the volcano was going off, the guy's dog had a bigger fan following than papers editor did. Probably was great, that's real. My mic is barely picking you up? Fuck Mike, bro. Why is my mic being so gross? Like, I hate that. I absolutely despise the mic for being so mic-less. Like, why can't the mic just be real? Alright. Let's go ahead and shred some chicken. There we go. I can pick you up and this mic doesn't want to. That's so real. Thank you so much, Digona. You actually are so big on the backup end of things. There we go. So Reddit, I'm absolutely shredding this. Yeah, the fact that I know how to get this going, though, is, like, actually so big mentally. Because, like, holy shit, like, I've never really considered, you know, making tacos out of this silly little chicken stuff, you know? Even though it's, like, a main way that people make tacos, it's just some weird lore accurate thing. I also take a bite if I want as well. Oh, I'm at. Oh, this is good. This is really good. And there we go. Excellent. So we'll let this continue on, like go cool down a little bit and broil, and then not broil, sorry, simmer off, and then we'll continue on with making some tacos out of it. And because I don't want to do more effort than it's really worth, well, I lived off chicken tacos in the early 90s. Chicken was super cheap back then. Now, pork is definitely, like, the cheapest thing, in my opinion, compared to, like, a lot of, or relative to, like, a lot of different types of meats and stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, Foxworth, are you proud of me for knowing random tidbits of Icelandic history? Like, how was that? Am I, like, real now? So proud of you. Now let's make out. Let's go. Awesome. Awesome. Right now. Oh my god. Can we smell what the Volk's cooking tonight? I can smell it, and it smells delicious. What kind of smell are you looking for, though, Justin? Jet. Would you believe I wasn't playing Jet Radio? Oh my god, you weren't? There's no way that you weren't playing Jet Radio. Not with that comment right there. Oh my god, this is good. I'm so happy. Too much credit you're giving me? I'll give you all the credit you need, alright? Justin, you deserve credit where credit is due. Alright. I'm gonna turn off my camera while I move back to my room. Because there's normally a high possibility of there being massive dildos in the corner of my room. And I can't be necessarily showing those off, or else I will get banned on Twitch. So, you know. For what it's worth, I'm living my life, alright? I'm living my best life. Ah. Alright, let me see what I can do here. It's too low of vantage point for you guys. See what I can do here. How do I do this? Oh, here, I got it. There we go. The tape spool. There we go. Love the ceiling lights. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. The sussy dragon collection of items. Yeah, my sculptures are too powerful, okay? For Twitch. And they will have a bit of a hissy fit, you know? This is really good. I'm really happy with how these turned out. Looks great. Yes. Slay. Mm. Now these turned out insanely good for real. It's fine art. Just the sculptures you have displayed. Yeah, exactly. I mean, my sculptures are on display for like, you know, connoisseurs who come to my place, you know? It's super reasonable. Mm-hmm. Hmm. All right. What's the next country I'm doing? Anyone else from other countries here? What's the next country I'm doing a test for? Oh my god. You see like the veins in my hand. Crazy. Yeah, Justin, what's you been up to? Welcome, welcome. How have you been? Equatorial Guinea trivia. All right, let's focus our trivia towards North America and Europe. A certain VR chat actor was launching Scene VR to do a scene, hit the wrong script, which lost the Twitch script, and they had a few dozen people watching and saw it before someone popped in and reported it. Oh no. kind of rough, honestly, when you script things fully. One day, workday left before my Tampa trip. Oh yeah, trying to do last minute things, final errands, but almost done. Hell yes. And very importantly, Justin, what did you eat tonight? A ham quesadilla? Okay, that's reasonable. Was pretty good. As Justin would say, of course. Excellent. We got a 3-day ban, so I guess Twitch understood that things happen. Yeah. You know me too well. I know. I know. I know your intonation, how when you're referring back to something in the past in a good light, you kind of have like an arch in your voice. You know, you start from like a low, you go like to was pretty good, and then you slow down as you fall through the arch. I know exactly how it goes, you know. Mm. Can I have the plate? Give the plate a puppy pre-wash? Yeah, absolutely, Gecko. I mean, there's plenty of stuff here for the puppy. Okay, it will be a little spicy though, so be aware. Wolfie's read me like a book, dude. I know how to read people. Okay, it's one of my main skills. All right. The other skills are being dumb and not being able to be employed. I know those are really annoying skills, but like I'm trying to reduce my skill set, consolidate myself into a better form of me, you know? Yeah. It was to show have separate machines when doing those 80 Patreon Fansly at Center streams. I mean, yes, but you can also set up multiple installs for OBS. It's like, you know, it's fine. In that case, let me lap some up. Oh my god. You good night. Hey, Foxworth wanted me to do the other one, the History of Iceland one. So let's quickly do this. When did Iceland become an independent republic? 19. Why are there two 1944s? I try. It's pretty. Why are there two 1944s? Why did someone say I'm so Sigma? Okay, that's really bad. That's actually so bad. Hmm. New country. Let's go. All right. All right. Indus River Valley Civilization quiz. All right, guys. We're gonna do a quiz on the Indus River Valley. That's Quizlet. Okay, I don't care about the rivers. It's the most uh necessary only. What do discoveries of shells used in jewelry and huge dredged canals tell us about the Indus River civilization? Well, um, it suggests they engaged in sea travel or with other societies. Will us know about the Indus Valley language because scholars have been unable to decipher most of their writings. However, what do images carved on seals used for identifying individual property and trade goods give us an idea about? Um, their imports. Pictures of animals such as buffalo did not naturally occur in the Indus Valley and hints that civilization's reliance on importing animals for consumption. Oh, whoops. religious practices. Do Burma? No one knows anything about that place. Isn't that called Myanmar now, though? Where are modern day countries where the Indus River Valley was? India and Pakistan. What do Harappan artifacts such as weights and bricks in standardized sizes suggest? Um, I mean, Mesopotamian culture influence probably makes sense, but probably centralized. Got no Mesopotamian cultural influence. Nope. You can no longer reach proficient on this attempt. Oh, well, never mind. I don't care. It's different spelling of the same thing because the Burmese language is crazy. Well, skill issue, not gonna lie. All right, fucking. You know what? Which is the princess are you? Sorry guys. Sorry guys. I need to I need to do a Disney quiz real quick. Sorry. I apologize. Sorry guys. Sorry. My favorite weekend activity is hmm. I mean, I really did enjoy going to the farmers market the other or like last weekend, but I'd say my favorite weekend activity is hanging out with my friends. The animal who will lead my inevitable royal parade is there's no fox in here. I guess you're Moana or that one from Mulan. Let's see. Let's see. We'll have to see. Um, fish starts with an F. Close enough. I don't want to be a bat. Okay, Jigane. I do not want to be a bat, or I don't want like the animal to lead my royal parade to be a bat. I'll go with raccoon. Most important quality I look for in a prince is what? All right, in a prince is I think like in a prince I'm probably looking for someone who has personality because princes who are just charming or like like yeah they kind of will have a lot of like knowledge on how to like convince somebody to go their way, but like if they're my prince, I'd rather be the one charming other people to like and like absolutely like destroying their minds and mentality. And I think that's kind of like a vibe. Kindness, like, yeah, they can be kind, but if they have a personality, then they probably do have some semblance of kindness, right? Dreaminess. I don't put a lot of emphasis on like looks. Humor. I mean, everyone's got their own sense of humor. By saying someone's humorous, everyone's humorous in some way, Except some people are absolutely not humorous, but I don't look for that as a quality. I don't need a prince. I do need a prince. Please give me a prince. Hi, sorry. Honor. I like honor. Honor's a 5. Smolder, fucking Smolder. These guys are like trying way too hard. All right, I'm going for personality. Which of these outfit elements are you most likely to wear? Sweats, a dress, heels, glass slippers, headband, a necklace, a skirt, or a vest. Previously it would have probably been a skirt or a dress, but I've been really appreciating things that are like tight form to me, like very tight to my body. And I don't know if a lot of these different options give that. Because like sweats are comfortable, yeah, but like they're not what I'd be likely to wear. A vest? I'm not really a vest enjoyer. I'll go with a skirt just because of like classics, but yeah. A skirt for you, Foxworth? Oh my god. Favorite place to burst out in song is Forest Field Flowers Beach on the go. I don't sing under a willow tree while doing chores or in my room. On the go. I sing a lot when I'm driving and walking. Like I'm literally there with my earphones on, walking through the city and just singing because it's fine. My favorite hairstyle is I like something that's short with nice bangs. So I think bangs are me. Yeah. Someday I want to be. Hey guys, someday I want to be assassinated, okay? Get ready for Volpe assassinated. Um, yeah, Sia is fine. Sia boy kissing right here. Yep, that's me. In one word, my style is fun, classic, timeless, retro, bohemian, vintage, functional, or colorful. I mean, I would normally go for something functional. I use extremely basic whites, grays, blacks. So I wouldn't say colorful is necessarily my vibe. Even like grays, like that's what I do. Like I kind of grayscale for a lot of stuff. Um, that kind of like outs a lot of like timeless outfits because those tend towards like different beige and cream colors, possibly. It's things that kind of don't show the age of the actual outfit. Maybe a white could be timeless, which would be reasonable, but I don't know. Retro style wise, that's not me. Bohemian, like way too like old shit for me, bro. I think functional. Um, hey guys, where do I live? Purples, diamonds, and circles, you're my kaleidoscope. I love every minute, you've got me in it, you're my kaleidoscope. Okay, castle, cottage, and a constant state of despair. Oh my god, that's so real. Uh, Castles are big and empty. I like that. I like the words are going blank on my mind. I can't even think. Windsor, Ontario. Oh my fucking god. As the woods on answer, I don't know. Cottages, I mean, they're cool and all, but like, dude, cottages get boring at a certain point. Like, they're really cozy, they're enjoyable, but I want, when I want to feel trapped, I want to be in a large space to feel enclosed, you know? Like, I want to be somewhere in an enclosed space in a large space. Small town, big city, fuck small towns, honestly. There's only like two or three that I would even consider, and even then it's just like I don't want to be far away from the people I care about. Big city would be nice, but I have to be the big city that my friends are in, and that's just not it, you know? Mansion, I think castle's probably better than a mansion. Treehouse, who the fuck would want to live in a treehouse? Probably maybe Gecko, honestly. Maybe Jugonite. A tower. If it's Sauron's tower, bro, sign me up, all right? Or Saruman's tower, bro. Good answer. An answer would be with in an apartment. It's 4 p.m. That means it's time to. I mean, it's 4 p.m., which means it's time for me to wake up, guys. That's so lit. That's so true. It's probably have tea. 4 p.m. is normally when I go for my like long walk as well. So like hit the gym could be good. Take a stroll is probably more like me, right? Favorite color is green. Get the fuck out of here. I'm Pocahontas, guys. Look at me. I'm courageous and open minded with an inner strength that's steadily the beating drum. Wherever my compass leads me, I'll be ready for the adventure. Wow. I'm out here painting with all the colors of the wind, guys. All right. Sorry. You know, I'm just cool like that. Wait, can I go to Buzz? What are other BuzzFeed quizzes I can do here? Yo, anime BuzzFeed quiz? Your anime choices will reveal your biggest green flag? Bro, what is this? All right, well, let's try this out. Pick one. Uh JJK. Pick one. Vinland Saga. Pick one. I think Psyche. Um Pick one. Kimetsu no Yaiba. Oh, Yuri on Ice would also be a good angle. What? Don't worry. My knowledge comes to an end. Pokemon? Yeah? Which Breaking Bad character is a fun one? Oh my god, I should do that. Yes, I want to do that next. Okay. Here. I think it's probably FMAB or Violet Evergarden. Da 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 dum. Da 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 dum. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay. Um, Pick one. Probably Bungo Stray Dogs. Those guys are all hot, honestly. Pick one. Um, I want to choose Sword Art Online specifically for Abridged, even though it's not technically the anime. But I want to pick it for Abridged anyways, just because I can only think about Abridged when I think about anime these days. Pick one. This is the original Berserk, right? Yeah, probably just the original. Pick one. JJK. Pick one. God. Death Note. My green flag is my patience. Not everyone moves, thinks, or speaks at the same pace. Even when emotions may be heated, you know that the extra breath or two will make all the difference. You'd rather move slowly in the right direction than quickly in the wrong direction. Which Breaking Bad character are you? All right, guys. Let's see. Which Simpsons character do you most relate to? What the fuck? Which are each of these characters? Like, I can't see pictures. Dude. I'm just going with Millhouse because, you know, they seem nerdy enough, you know? It's fine. Definitely Hank. I'm a dumbass who fails upwards and makes risky jokes. Oh my god. I really want to be Jesse because Jesse, if I get Jesse out of this, then I feel like I've made it in life. Like, Jesse's just the best character in Breaking Bad, to be fair, and the Breaking Bad extended universe. Someone's threatened you. How do you react? Change your identity. Calmly plot your revenge, lay low, punch away your troubles, run them over, get high, blow them up, drown yourself in a. What? Someone threatened me. Sorry, guys. Someone threatened me. I have to go drown myself in the pool real quick. I apologize. All right. Sorry. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just gonna go kill myself in the pool, drowning. Nah. Eat breakfast. What? If someone threatened me, I'm gonna calmly plot my revenge and get some dirt on them, I think. You know what I mean? Eat breakfast. Oh my god. Pick a movie. Star Trek. Sorry. On a scale of 1 to 9, how evil are you? I am the danger. I'm gonna fucking get Walter White, and I hate this. Like everything, your morals have a price. You used to think you were a good person, but now you're not so sure. You'd pretend to drown a small boy to teach his brother a lesson. Bruh. Like everything your morals have a price. What's for breakfast thing is a gag and bring back us how many times they use seniors in filter. Oh my god, what's for breakfast? That's crazy. Getting drowned? Yeah, Gecko, we're getting drowned. It's so fun. Can't fall revenge on an empty so true. And morals have a price, yeah. Definitely two for me. You're too stupid to be evil. You're not just too stupid to be evil, you're just too stupid in general, sorry. Pick a song. I mean, like, most of these are really boring songs. I don't like these songs. Bitch shit, honestly. Might as well. Uh, you've got the day off work. What do you do? Polish your rock collection. Have a glass or four of wine. I don't really drink that much. Watch some classic sci-fi. I mean, that'd be vibes, but it's just, that's a lot. Read some poet. No, what the fuck? Have a massage? No. Do something for charity? No. Throw a dinner party? I can have people over. I do that in general. Eat breakfast? Stop it. Are all these eating breakfast ones just for like Walter's son? Is that just how it is? Like, bro. Um, I'm gonna ring your bell, okay? I got you. No. When it says ring your bell, it's probably just talking about Tuco Salamanca. Um, yeah, I mean, just classic sci-fi is fine. Pick an animal. What the fuck? Seasons all you did was eat breakfast. A confused 8-year-old was terrible. I chose Badger and it gave me Badger. That's crazy. I mean, to be fair, Badger's a really cool guy. Not gonna lie. Like, he is a little dumb early on, but he has a lot of emotional intelligence that you don't really give credit for, you know? And plus, they're friends with Jesse, so, like, you know, they're besties with Jesse. So I think I got it. Who's that? You don't know Badger? Bro, Breaking Bad. This is the guy who has, like, the, what's it called? Running in the law and everything. The guy gets taken in by the police, or by the DEA. This is when they like show Saul doing like a lot of official business for the first time. Badger's a bro, dude. Oh, you haven't seen the show? That's fair. Like, like, like this right here is crazy, you know? Bro, Brandon Mayhew, actually a fucking legend, all right? We don't care too much about like what Saul's saying. Which Better Call Saul character are you? That's a good question. Let's pull that next. I was the guy who's supposedly selling drugs. Selling meth. Allegedly, yeah, okay. Badger's just such a real guy, dude, honestly. Badger's base, honestly, but it's fine. All right, which Better Call Saul character are you? Better Call Saul test? What is this? All right, I got this. Here we go. I tend to submit to get out of dangerous situations. Yes, absolutely. Although everything I do is meticulously planned. Abso-fucking-lutely. Um, Actually, it's kind of chaotic. Oh no, it's probably a middle zone. I'm generally terrible with business decisions. No. I find it easy to be calm under pressure. Abso-fucking-lutely. It's not your fault. 2 shots of vodka. Oh my god. Feels like I'm trapped in a life I can't escape from. Always. I strive to present myself as a professional and civil at all times. I'm a professional, right, guys? I think so. I feel like I can put on a confident mask to hide the childhood insecurities I still harbor. Hey guys, I'm look away real quick. Sorry. You can't look at this. Yeah. Sorry. What? Hi. I prefer to act on the spur of the moment. Always. I always root for the underdog and try to help them out when I can. Yes, absolutely. That's sorry, what? Hi, don't worry about that. Sabine, hi, welcome, hi, hello. I like to think of myself as an example to others. I don't think I should be an example to others, right? Like, I guess I'm kind of forced into a situation of being an example for others, despite not wanting to be that example. Because I do like, you know, this stuff here, right? This streaming. You can often find me working after hours at the office. Nah, I'm clocking out, bro. When it comes to strategy and outmaneuvering people, I'm always one step ahead. Yeah, I think so. I prefer playing to improvising myself out of situations. Oh, absolutely. If I have the time to plan, oh, I'm planning all my way, right? If I have to improvise, like, it'll work, but you kind of just like set a trap for yourself. I'm most comfortable when I'm in charge of things. Probably either way. I really like being in charge of some things, but I like it when someone else is in charge and I don't have to worry about the things that they're taking care of. When it comes to like emotional health, like I'd rather someone else be in charge of something. If someone wrongs me, I will see to it that I have my revenge. But Corgi, have a good lurk. Oh my god. Often paranoid about being in danger? Not really. I'm not afraid to put myself in dangerous situations to do what I think must be done. I'm not putting myself in the limelight, honestly. I cloud the details of my personal life so others can't get too close. I gravitate to people with big personalities. Yes. Family is the most important thing to me. Not really, no. I'm definitely much closer to friends over family just because I know that my friends are the ones who are going to get me and the ones who, if they tell me not to do something, they understand when things are serious and when things aren't. For example, I mean, if I could be making a bad decision, one of my friends would tell me, "Oh, do it," or something really stupid, something telling me to do something ironically, even if it's something bad. But the moment that becomes serious, the moment that becomes something important, my true friends also will be the ones who tell me not to do it. And if my family was in the same situation, they just tell me not to do it in the first place, not even meme around, joke around about how it would be funny if I just like did something dumb. No, my family would just tell me not to do it, and that's fucking boring. Like, why would you live your life that way? Quite easy to ask for guidance from others. Not really. And I really wish that I was better at it, but I not. I find a deep need to help people who struggle more than I do. Absolutely, always. Because if you're struggling, then like, and I have time to help you, then what am I doing with my time if I'm not helping? Accept full responsibility when things turn out badly for me. Not necessarily take full responsibility. I try and take as much responsibility as I can, but full responsibility, it's difficult, you know. Recently gotten sick of living in fear, do stuff that's considered stupid, but ends up being fun and working out. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Foxworth. Bro, you wanna do some stupid shit with me? You know, like, I don't know, fucking run around in the wilderness or some shit. Like, do you wanna go do that? That would be fun, I think. Just with those who don't have to work hard to achieve success. I'm pretty neutral on that, honestly. I don't really mind. I mean, I guess I'm not really jealous about anyone who doesn't have to work hard or does have to work hard. Because, like, everyone's got their own, like, strats. Everyone's got their own coping mechanisms, you know? They work for them. My stuff works for me, so I don't need to be jealous about someone who doesn't have to work hard. Because they just have something that works for them. Yeah, something absolutely stupid with you, 100%. Let's go. I can talk myself out of almost any situation. Yes, absolutely. We all have our own ways. Yeah, exactly. I'm naturally chatty and initiate conversation with people whom I meet. I mean, I'm yes and no. If it's a single individual person or two people, absolutely. I will initiate conversation with complete random people I'd never met before. But when it starts becoming big and there's a lot of people, it's like I'm not as naturally chatty. So I'm gonna go with agree, but asterisk. I think your sense of morality should adapt to the situations you're put in. Absolutely. Thing is, like, morality isn't like a cut and dry situation. It, you know, moves around. Stream baby time. Oh my Helix, it's a stream baby. Oh my god, it's a fox. What are we naming it? Oh my god, Helix. What could we name it? What should we name it? Oh my god, Helix, thank you so much for the sub. Helix, we should call it. Hmm. We should call it Mordecai. I think that's a really cute fox name. Hmm. What are your opinions? What do you think it should be called? Maybe? Do you have you probably have a better one on your mind and you're just too nervous to say what the better name is. Felix, what should we name our kid? Our child, our stream baby. Singing some mashup of our names? What? Hulpy? Vulex? Vulex! Oh. Yo, Vulex would go so hard. Vulpilex? Yo, Vulpilex? Vulpilex, the Destroyer. Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. My actions seem unpredictable to others. All right, guys, to you guys, do you think my actions are unpredictable? What do you guys think? Am I predictable? Vulpulex the Destroyer. Yes. Oh my god. I like Vulpulex. It's kind of base, honestly, Helix. Hey, Helix, how are you doing today? I wouldn't say you're predictable, no. Okay. Would you say, like, I think you're very unpredictable. I mean, you watched Paint Dry while playing Portal 2. Okay. But like that's just being random and being unique, you know? Like that's not necessarily anything too serious, but I get it. I'm affable and charming even in intense situations. I'm gonna let you guys answer this one because I can't talk too much about my charm because I don't know how charming I am, you know? And it'd be very gross of me to say I'm very affable and charming and like talk that ego, you know? Yeah. Max, oh my god. Also, currently in the process of trying to snag a Switch 2 pre-order. That's the only reason I'm awake right now. When are the pre-orders going up in the US? Doing 17. Oh my gosh. Good luck on that, honestly, Helix. You got this shit, though. I'm affable. Thank you. 6 minutes ago, lol. Oh my god. When things get too much, I retreat myself and shy away from other people. Agree, actually. I'm so good at shying away that, I will literally just not respond to people for an entire year because things are just like too much. Patient with my patient virtues? Oh, absolutely. I have certain rules I try to stick to at all times. I try. I try what I can. I have a strict personal code of ethics. There are certain lines I will never cross. I mean, it's not strict. I'm gonna be real. I feel like my code of ethics just constantly changing over and over and over again. And, there have been situations in life where I've just constantly been having to like go over those lines that I've told myself I won't cross. And I don't think it's very strict anymore. I often doubt myself and worry about the things I want in my life aren't right. Um, I'm not crying, you're crying. Sorry. Once I commit to a person or a cause, I'm completely dedicated. Hey guys, I'm 85% Gustavo and 75% Saul Goodman. That's crazy. 75% Kim as well. Her name's Kim Wexler? Yeah. Why are they that's Nacho. Why are they referring Nacho as their full name Ignacio? Like who the fuck does that? Why would you refer to Saul as Jimmy? I mean, yeah, it's slipping Jimmy and Jimmy and Charles Goodman, I guess, but like it's weird. Like I don't get that. That's fucking weird. That's insane. But yeah, oh my god, guys, I'm Gustavo Fring, the cold-blooded Machiavellian drug lord on a lifelong mission to take down the cartel. Maybe seen as a stark contrast to the hot-headed, expressive Salamanca family, but he's no less ruthless. Known for his calm, collected demeanor and meticulous attention to detail, Gus operates with a facade of respectability as a successful businessman and philanthropist while maintaining a secret life as a ruthless drug lord. His extreme discipline and strategic thinking underpin an unwavering commitment to his power hungry quest to overthrow the cartel and seize control of the drug world. Fring is highly intelligent, calculating, and maintains careful control over his emotions, often using them as tools to manipulate others. His ability to compartmentalize his personal and criminal lives showcases a psychopathic level of emotional self control in the face of danger. Oh my god, I'm a psychopath, guys. 8080 Lalo and Gus really full bloodedly figuring out how to use Benny Boo Boo yet again. Sorry, 1 second. Let me just like open up my DMs with Benny and just spam them real quick. That's reasonable. There we go. Awesome. Um, Demonstrating the presence of a hidden emotional side that he almost never allows to come out. Gus's hauntingly calm method of seeking bloody vengeance makes him an iconic villain in the world of Better Call Saul. Gus is literally me, except I'm a fox slut on the internet. Oh my god. Foxworth is literally me, except I'm also a fox slut on the internet. I want to be a slut. Can you teach me how to be a better slut, Foxworth? Helix, you as well. I know. Actually, Helix, you are even bigger slut. That's fair. Helix, can you teach me Foxpot on the internet? Imagine. Yeah, Duganite. Oh, yeah. Dude, what even species are you? You're fox, right? You're like Tarifa Fox, right? Does that make you a fox slut as well? Or are you more dignified than a slut? Fox, yes. Okay. Team is left on my turn in this queue. Let's go. It may. So, Duganite, are you a slut? Oh my god, guys, I'm such a slut. Please. Meowdy. Hello, Anthringe. Howdy, howdy. How's it going today? Come find out. If I'm successful, it's going to be hard for me to fall asleep, Paul.
What are these
What, if you
birds
successfully
doing
get a
here?
pre-order? But why? I mean, it's easy to fall asleep at that point or some shit. Something you need to come to. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm a Yodi surrounded by foxes. Yeah, but Gecko, are you also a slut or something? Curious questions. Yeah, I'll be too excited. I mean, how long do you have to wait for the Switch 2? It's like, it'll be months. There's no way that that's going to keep you awake, right? You got to be realistic. All right. I'm going to grab some water. I'm going to be right back. Give me a second. All right. Do we have any more quizzes? Anyone got any good ideas? Oh, Kalasia's here. Hello, Kalasia. Sorry, I'm really dumb. I'm just like looking over at the people watching. And it's like, whoa. There's a lot of names over there that I haven't seen for a while. Does this ever remind me of Kahoot? Oh my god, I don't know. I don't do many quizzes. All right, let me think about this. All right, guys. Which World of Warcraft character am I? Which World of Warcraft character are you? Let's go. For you, dying for the Horde of the Alliance, sacrifice yourself for public interest is... It's absolutely heroic. Oh my god, I love it. If you could choose, you'd rather be elite and proficient in a certain profession? No, involved in multiple fields. I want variety. Which of the following team names do you think is best? Chaos? Can you usually stay calm? Yes. How do you tend to feel about being thanked after helping others? Touched and warm. I don't really get that sense of accomplishment. I'm there. I don't expect to be thanked, you know? It's nice and it feels good. Or you're more likely to willing to take up in a game. Um, I'm actually out here controlling the enemy. Sorry, guys. Freedom is the right to do everything permitted by the law. Do you agree with this view? I mean, not really, because there's things that you shouldn't do regardless, you know? Hope you get Khadgar. I hope I don't fucking get Khadgar. Shut the fuck up, Jacob, alright? Do you have to know what you should do? Or not know what you should do? Yes. Which of the following weekend plans are more attractive to you? Stay home and play video games, 2-day tour of nearby area, gathering with friends or family, enriching myself by learning a skill, play video games. If you put a lifelong career for your child and your child's born, would you be willing to do so? No, what the fuck? A close friend calls you during a fierce team battle. Are you gonna pick up the call? Yeah, sure. Which one of the following tell the truth challenges would you want not want to answer the most? Whom do you think is the most dependable? Which body part of yours do you like the most? Hey guys, I'm gonna answer these real quick, alright? Whom do you think is the most dependable? I think the most dependable person is honestly probably Liz, to be fair. They're so real. Which body part of yours do you like the most? Duganite, don't fucking talk about your cock. My favorite body part, I think, is probably my eyes. Because I think that they're really pretty to myself anyways. Most embarrassing thing that happened to you? And for what are you willing to give up everything, including your own life? Love. That's the one. Hey Jacob, I got metamorphosis. What do you think, huh? How do you feel? Yeah, I'm Illidan, you know. I've given everything. What have you sacrificed? I'm on my eyes too, yeah. You're also died, I think. I mean, I have plot armor, you know. Also, no, Illidan didn't die. Sorry, okay, yeah. E621 Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Quiz. It's the only one I can't do an E6211 here, but I definitely would be interested in doing that on my own. Um, I got Thrall. Good job, Jacob. Jacob, remember when you were dissing Thrall earlier? That was very interesting, honestly. Oh my god, we're going through Blackrock Hold earlier, and we're just talking about like World of Warcraft characters. Jacob thought Thrall was dead, bro. Like, what the hell is this? All right. I mean, he's probably would be dead if anything, but you know, it's fine. All right, let me go get my battery pack because my phone's almost out of charge. All right. What's another what's another game I can think of? I'm confirmed, baby. Let's go, Helix. Oh, wait. Which Elden Ring boss are you? Guys, which Elden Ring boss am I? Here we go. Enter your name. My name is Volpe. All right, let's do this. Do you have many friends? Um, I have friends from many different circles, I think. At work, you remark that something has not been done properly. Um, I correct the mistake and tell my boss I took care of it. because it's at work and I need any sort of like momentum going possible. So I think it's very important that, I get that mobility at work. So yeah, I'm gonna tell them, I think. Pick a field of interest. I'm not talking about academic studies, something with keen interests. Okay. All of the above? Fuck off, dude. I like math, logic, and computer science. It's fun. It's enjoyable. What's the what's the best describing your political views? Also, SpongeBob character are you? And how racist are you? The test? Oh my god. Um, I mean, being pragmatic and talking about your beliefs being beyond left-right divide is kind of reasonable for me, but at the same time, I think a lot of the more important issues I'd say are left-wing, in my opinion, for like my vibes. What's your love language? Um, Hey guys, you already know what my love language is. People who've been here very frequently, tell me what my love language is, because I talk about this all the time, right? What is my love language? When shit happens. Hmm. Time. My love language is time. No, my love language is telling people how much I hate them. What the fuck? Come on. Um, 8 o'clock? Wait, is that what you've been doing? Ew. Sorry, what? Pick a color. Green as a ew, that's a bad green color. Green is still a good color though. If you were to fight in a dark fantasy world, what would be your weapon of choice? I wish Kobe was here. Here, let me message Kobe and see if they're awake. Come on, Kobe, be awake. Be awake, Kobe. Joke did not hit at all. 8 o'clock. Oh, 8 o'clock? That's fair, honestly. Stones, just stones. Kobe, please, no. Would you say that's a magic weapon or magic spells, or would you say that's a colossal weapon? Rocks. Thank you, Kobe. I appreciate it. Magic bullshit. Yeah, perfect. One of your closest friends messed up with their partner and feel really bad about it. What do you do to for your friend? Um, I mean, they're the ones who messed up, right? Uh, I don't know. I don't really want to engage too much in their partnership. I want to just be there for them in their hard times, let them work through their problems. So I think I propose to spend time together, take their mind off things, and then they'll, in their own time, figure out their solution of what they want to do. Because they need to just feel loved for a moment. Even if they made a massive mistake, I think it's fine for them to like feel okay. Hi, me, I do that. Oh my god, you do, Kobe? That's so cute. Good for you, Kobe. Kobe. I was about to say, Kobe, you want to fuck, but that's a bit crass. Instead, I'm gonna ask you, Kobe, that last question I was about to ask you. Yes? On stream? Yeah, exactly. Do you have siblings? Yes. And I'm glad for that. Favorite animal? Where the fuck is Fox? Cat. I'm not. I can't. Fuck you, Kobe. Fuck you. Okay, sorry. What were we gonna ask besides getting stretched out? That was exactly what I was gonna ask. Serve every single second. Shut the fuck up, all right? This. I mean, to be fair, Rodigon is repairing other people's mistakes, so I get it. But like, this last sentence here, please be a bit more egoist. It should be egotistic and live for yourself sometimes. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I won't be pragmatic to everyone else, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna think about myself and only myself. All right, guys, get fucked. Just be egotiste. Hmm? Hi, what's up? Do I have an ego? Oh my god, Kobe. Kobe, you're such a good boy. Yeah, I think you have a bit of an ego, honestly. But in a nice sense, you know? You have the puppy ego. And I think that's cute. Mm. Mm. Doesn't like big puppies though. Wow, puppies are so cool. Hey guys, can you please call me Animal, refer to me only as Animal, and uh don't let me have the dignity of a name. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I am so tired. What happened? Mm. Kobe, you haven't slept? Tomorrow's the day? What's happening tomorrow, Kobe? And Kobe, it's already tomorrow for you. It's like literally 6:30. What the fuck? What's happening tomorrow? Oh. All right, Kobe, advice to you right now is make sure you start streaming as soon as you wake up or don't wait longer than half an hour to an hour. As well, if you're going to be doing any preparation ahead of time, use that half hour to an hour to prep. Maybe go grab things to the store that you might need, anything like that you haven't already gotten already. But make sure you stream as soon as you get up and don't wait too long, or else you will be fucking dead after 17 hours instead of like 18 hours. I my piss bottle just you're one of those people, aren't you, Kobe? Hmm. Yeah, Kobe. Am I your piss bottle? Sorry. I don't think I've ever been asked that question before. I don't think I've ever been asked, am I someone's piss bottle? I mean, Kobe, do you want me to be your piss bottle? Because, like, Kobe, I will do literally anything for you, including throw rocks at you. Good question. Very thought-provoking. I know, right? What's your play-by-play on this set of questions? Okay, I can't say on stream. What I was gonna say. DM me. Do it. Do it. DM me. Kobe. Cunt. What am I saying? Why am I calling you a cunt? Hey Jake, I hate you. Sorry. What's going on here? All right, so Clyde's mutual. Thank you. Oh my god, I'm so happy. So hey guys, I'm gonna close off the stream and like slow down now because I do have to wake up in the morning to drive my sis or have my sister drive me with her driving lesson thingy-majigger. But I'm gonna like I'm gonna go. Yeah, tell your flustered. What makes you think I'm flustered, huh? Huh? What makes you think I'm flustered? I sense it. Well, maybe uh, maybe I should be deprived of my senses, to be fair, you know? Like, that's kind of crazy. All right, guys, let's take a look. Who are we looking at on Twitch? All right, who's live right now, guys? All right. Oh, guys, look who's live right now. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? All right, we're rating just to ask what the fuck that is. What the fuck? All right, guys. Can I help get a raid message that's asking what the fuck is that Apple tag? Yeah. Oh my god. But everyone, thank you guys so much for coming by. It's been a really nice time making some chicken tacos with you guys. I will be back tomorrow. I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Oblivion remaster and probably do that tomorrow or Monster Hunter Wilds. But yeah, it's been a good time. Thank you guys so much for coming by though. It's really, really important that you guys were here and everything and stuff, you know. Kobe got appled or something good. Goodbye, guys. Sorry, Deacon, I hate you so much. I absolutely despise you. There are not enough words in this language to describe how much I hate you. Sorry. It's been fun. I hope you have some good sleep when you get there, Pulpy. I hope you have a good sleep when you get there, Gecko. I know today was a sleep day, but make sure you don't get a full like day awake next time, alright? Thanks for streaming all. Of course, Sabine. Thank you for coming. Let's talk sometime at some point or something. And Lamau, night, Pulpy. You have a good night as well, Kobe, okay? And Kobe, send more messages like that, okay? Thank you. All right. Stay safe and enjoy yourself, guys. Ciao, y'all.
Bring my mom into this.